Hello? Hello? Okay, that's working. Starting off from the void again. I like this little void. Also, I need to, you know, what was that? The launcher in game or part of separate windows. Could open Origin again. I guess you gotta do that every time, huh? I just gotta hope it picks up on, the game launching. It did last time, didn't it? Fingers crossed. It's the startup screen. It's taking its time. Yo. Welcome to the void. There we go. Still this many music. Just makes you feel like you're in space. Alright, where were we again? Oh yeah, we just saved Tali. What? Thanks, we'll save her again. Where am I? I gotta remember how to play. Yeah, we got plenty of time. I'm on it. Whoa. Sensitivity changed again. What do we got? Barrier. Warp. That's an ammo, right? No. A lot of force in that punch. And it's so satisfying. It's too bad I'm kind of scarred on snipers from other games. All the multiplayer stuff. Just rounding a corner and getting sniped by some laning person. Freaking out.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
I left Alley. Oh. Oh, I don't get it with this. Weapons. That is pistol. Got you,
Fist
Tally.
set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
That grenade took its time.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help.
So I think I said this already, but I swear her suit looks different every time I look at it. Maybe it changes from Mass Effect games. Did you say? No.
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many...
This guy sounds familiar.
Who's this?
Can't place where I
Quarian?
heard him from, though.
What are you up to, Shepard?
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I
think it's something from
apologize,
Star Wars.
Commander. This whole thing with Saren has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
Does it matter if I ask her all this again? Like, will it affect anything in the future? Or is it just business flavor text?
Tell us what you found.
During my...
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense.
Most of the core was wiped clean. But I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Music always feels so out of place.
That's Saren's voice.
Felt out of place last time.
This proves he was involved in the attack.
Saren,
Wait. According to the...
Sounds
the
a
vision
little...
on Eden Prime. I
Ah,
understand.
You... Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the council.
oh yeah, that tough teammate decision. I wonder if anyone actually chooses the humans. When you can have fancy new alien friends. Who are so much more interesting.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort.
Sha'ira.
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Weren't these guys pretty mean fighters?
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
They live on some high gravity planet.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
God love him for trying.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Didn't they just strap like artillery to the back or something?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly,
Maybe you'll tell us.
we Elcor prefer the safety
No, probably not.
and
It's just history and
familiarity
culture.
of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions
Alright, didn't
to keep
Roanoke
us
break down these
quiet.
creatures?
The Council doesn't care about our races.
And how they're actually pretty built
Chastising rebuke.
physically well for the gravity,
Inappropriate, Din.
or designed well.
This human is not
by the
to
game.
blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Alright, it's
I
everything.
delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Rude.
Sincere farewell.
What about you? Can I talk to you?
Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Oh, more bug. Oh. Bolster that. She runs kind of funny. Samish Bhatia.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Sure.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia.
Bhatia.
Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker.
Mr.
When I last saw
Bosker.
him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Mm-hmm. Where's the bar again? Is that this way? This was the bar, right? Yeah, fancy bar. Or big open area. Clerk Bosker. Can I speak to anybody else first?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Yeah, very busy, sorry.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard.
Yes, I am.
Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Stealing corpses.
You can cut the red tape for a grieving husband. I want you to release the body of Nirali Bhatia.
Commander, nothing would make me happier. I'm afraid, though, that it's not quite that simple. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study.
Long-term
I wouldn't
study.
expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
Few years.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier,
Oh.
at least tell her husband the truth.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. but if you think it will help, tell Mr. Bhatia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
See what he has to say. Hopefully I didn't just close a tree. I'd like to get your thoughts before making a decision.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests?
Yeah, I didn't
My
think
wife
so.
served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Oh god. Am I stuck on this line now?
It is unacceptable. I'll let you know what I can do.
Thank you.
Alright,
Please
this
let
man
me
needs
know
his
what can
wife's
be
body.
done.
Yeah.
Hello again, Commander. Can I help you?
I understand what you're
Don't
trying
help him
to
out,
do,
though.
but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
I don't think it's wrong, though.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Thanks, Bosker. I'm sure there's plenty of other bodies. Kinda don't like these doors. They're nice and all fancy, but you gotta sit there and wait for them to open.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Got anything new, Yuna?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. There are many points of interest here, including the Citadel embassies and CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Doesn't seem like it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Where am I going now? Journal missions. Oh, we gotta find Garrus. Man, now that's an actual tough choice. Between Garrus, Rex, or Tally. Porter's quest. A porter named Emily Wong has asked you for help uncovering corruption on the Citadel. How do I track this? Can I track this? This office at Cora's Den in the lower wards might have more information about the criminal activities Emily wants to find. Head there and search the office. Okay, go there. Lower ward. It's over this way. Just like their storylines more in Mass Effect 2. Yeah.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Is the right way? Position officer. Oh yeah, bug. Already scanned. What does that even say? Be sick. Oh yeah, I need to talk to you again, don't I?
Oh, there you are. Have you spoken with Shorben yet?
Oh, nope.
Where is Shorben again?
Oh, I think you'll find him down in the wards, near the markets. Good luck.
Am I in the right place? No, I'm at the CSEC office. Need to get to the wards. I'm sure I'll wander there eventually. My impeccable sense of direction. Already scanned you. Elevator.
When I first arrived on the Citadel, I spent nearly 3 hours being questioned by the officers here before they would let me enter the wards.
I think I like the other armor more. Equipment. Can I not change it here? I guess it's only at the start. Wait, what? Recovered items. Yeah, I like this N7 armor more. Like, quest rewards or something? What was that warble? Come along now. No.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another Profile in Courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
Mr. Lang.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
Nope.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
The Musashi ship? Is that the little car? This one? Kind of reminds me of the EA wing. Precious if the warmth of one's touch is what you crave, then leap into the bosom. Oh, Musashi ship. Talking about Azure Lane, was it? Confused me for a second. It's the right way.
I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, then. I can't help.
But what do you...
Can't help you.
Oh, another keeper.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Nice.
There are a few unlicensed vendors who operate out of the markets here. Sometimes they have good stuff for sale.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharaohs? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
Investigate.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy.
Sounds like my kind of place.
I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Well, I'm sure he's fine.
Are we gonna meet that contact sometime?
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
More medium armor. My god, that's expensive. Omni tool. Multi-purpose diagnostics and manufacturing tools. Used for a variety of battlefield tasks. Gun. Gladiator 3. Oh, it's everything.
Is that really...
Conrad
You're
Werner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Do I know you?
Who's this lad?
No, I'm just a fan. One of your biggest fans, actually.
Uh-oh.
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Why not?
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Back on Earth. Are we on Earth? No, we're at the Citadel, aren't we? There was a bug? Is that a big bug? It's Corbin.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Corbin.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Quit stalling. Your friend, Jalid, told us about you.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go.
Selective amnesia.
Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jaleed's job was to disseminate our initial findings, but he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jaleed already stole?
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jaleed. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jaleed won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Alright, Morlan.
Hello there. Welcome to Morland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Yes.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
You non-human armors. A bunch of Krogan armor. Krogans have light armor? The concept exists to them? Also, what is that about game counts as heavy armor? So what is that about selective amnesia? Where's this go? Stuck.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic
Sounds like a
theater
beautiful
to the
play.
Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Keep on working, little bug. Where's Jaleed?
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
Oh, talking.
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
Is it the unfortunate color pants? Kinda looks like it.
Reports are circulating that Alliance Ambassador Udina has accused a Spectre of orchestrating the attack on Eden Prime. Udina reportedly based his accusation upon eyewitness accounts of the scene, but lacked the evidence to demand further investigation. When asked to comment, a council spokesperson would only state that the investigation of the attacks upon Eden Prime was currently ongoing.
Alright, I think I'm getting thoroughly lost. Two wards. Bug. Where am I?
You're not allowed in here.
Which one believes it has the right to move freely through this area?
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the enkindlers to be spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
Evangelical permit?
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
That makes sense.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
What's up,
Do you desire to
teacher?
learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
This isn't the way.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Damn, I don't pass the speech checks.
What if I purchase the evangelical permit for you?
Finances are only a partial limitation. This one does not believe that one should pay in order to speak the truth. However, this one also does not possess the 150 credits necessary to purchase the permit.
150 credits. This should cover you.
This is a most appreciated action. You are not of the Hanar, but you wish to help spread the truth of the Enkindlers. This one will not cause any further trouble for the CSEC officer. This one offers its thanks.
Pick up like 10 times that much in a single mission.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Nice. Problem resolved with money. Or where the hell's Jalid again? He's on the other side. You know, let's check my quest again. And why is that open? It's cluster, sentry system. Find him at the CSEC Academy. Okay. No. Keep trying to hit shift to run.
Yeah, ever since Fist took over, I don't go anymore.
Seems
Talking
like
again.
all the best lounges are being replaced by places like Cora's Den.
Eating cheesies.
Isn't bad, but they don't have any decent entertainment.
Run by bureaucrats. They probably spend months just voting on what kind of entertainment to get.
You're probably right.
Nice. I think those ones always mess with my stomach a bit. Like, they just give me acid reflux or whatever it was.
Celebrations are being planned for
Not
the
sure why.
anniversary of the end of the Rek'Nai Wars.
Maybe it's the artificial
Many
smoke or
council
something.
worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the
Yeah, I
invading
ate them plenty.
Rek'Nai. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories
Well, I
the
used to.
uplifted Krogans made possible.
Lower this way? What's up?
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I'm afraid so.
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You lied to us about the Keeper data.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Oh.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many
already
colonial
heard this one.
proposals are...
Oh. He just skips it. So that should be that done, right? Yep. This office at Chora's Den. Where the hell are the lower wards? Citadel. Can I fast travel there? Oh, can. Nice. Arrived at Chora's Den, a gentleman's club in the wards. Oh, it's this place. This is where I had to shoot out. Glad to see they're up and running again. Patron.
I got business here, but not with you.
Oh, Tarkin.
Go away. Let me drink in peace. Go away. Let me drink.
Guess we can't talk to him. Again, override. Oh, it opens. No, it doesn't open. Just sounds like it opens. think we already have all these, right? What is Omnigel? Is this the office? Joe? Oh, we can just relax. Omniverse. Nice game. Oh, I can't stay there all night.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Go away. I'm not interested in talking.
Not now. I'm watching the show.
Just sitting there dancing to nobody. Quite the suit. Now, where's his office, though? Is there supposed to be an office down here? Oh, did I already scan it? Oh, I already picked it up. I guess it was just that down terminal. What the heck? In the right spot. Journal, help me out here. Go to the upper wards. That'll be the markets, right? I think this is about the area. It's up the stairs here. Yeah, there you are.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped.
I'm hoping
Here,
to drink.
Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
I need to get my Paragon points up.
I could get used to living like this.
Yeah, just gotta learn where everything is. So it doesn't feel so much like a maze. Morning. Keepers trains 3 times. Jesus. Need to level up Charm to the max for some, and Charm is unlocked more in further playthroughs. Also, it goes beyond just +3. Oh, I guess it's the entire line here, huh? Oh man, I got 10 points. Fitness. What does fitness do? Grants the immunity ability. Reduces health damage by 75%. Does not reduce damage to shields. Sounds crazy. 75% damage reduction? Yeah, I've been using these two a lot. Surprisingly, not really using snipers or shotguns. Marksman. Shield boost. If Corin's evidence against Sarens, you no longer need to find Garrus. What? If you happen to run into him, you might want to hear what he has to say. Alright, this I wouldn't mind help with. Do you know where I could find him? So I definitely don't want to skip over Garrus. The Market District? Assuming he'd be in the CSEC, right? Med Clinic. Right behind me? Chloe Michelle. What's up?
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Chloe Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
I like your accent.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
You're a doctor. How did you end up...
I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Maybe he's over to the right or something. God damn. CSEC HQ? Why are these all so expensive? First aid. Microprecursors wired into a combat suit can monitor vital functions and release small localized doses of metal gel to accelerate the healing process. Oh, I see. Armor upgrade, first aid interference. Some pretty nice upgrades. Fire containment system. I wonder how that works. Nice. Was that just free metagel? Alright, let's head to CSEC. I like that name, CSEC. It's just nice and simple. Ta-da. HQ. Would that be this?
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime
Must
syndicate.
spilled something. Oh, we're here already. Quicker than I thought. Or remembered. This ain't right at all. I just came from here. CSEC Academy.
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
HQ. Docking bay. Nope, it's requisitions.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed.
Is there a map?
The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
I think it's just showing us the elevator right now. Oh, this is new. Oh. You okay there? That one's just sitting there. Map. Nope. Just docking bay.
Rex, forgive the impertinence, but you are not like the Krogan described in the stories on the flotilla.
When you're young, you go looking for every fight you can. You get older, you realize the best fights will find you.
I don't think he'd be listed under squad member, would he? So is that elevator going up at an angle? I think it is. What if that feels weird? No, he's not here.
When I first arrived on the Citadel, I spent nearly 3 hours being questioned by the officers here before they would let me enter the wards.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation
Oh, he's just up here.
of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Maybe I gotta get him some other time. Well, damn, now I gotta search everywhere. Alright. CSEC Academy. Maybe you can help.
Is there something else I can help you with, Commander?
Doesn't
What's your
seem
name?
like it.
What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
I thought I was just at the CSEC HQ. No, that's the Academy, isn't it? Click, markets, chores, then CSEC. Is the Academy the HQ? Lots of nightclubs in the wards, what? What do you know, lad?
Hello, Commander.
Nothing? Okay. Nope. Nothing. Oh.
Get down!
Get out of here before that blows up. Maybe he's down here somewhere. Lang. Door of this one. I haven't scanned you yet. What? Nice view. Now Rex looks a little stuck. What's that? Citadel Tower.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another Profile in Courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman
Yeah. Citadel Tower. I don't think I've been to this area yet. Or have I?
People always complain that the wards are too crowded, but I never have any problem. Everybody gives me plenty of space.
Anyone to talk to in here? Nope. Nice outfit. City directions.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members.
That one.
The production will open dramatic theater.
Did you get your permit?
there was only darkness, the enkindlers gave light. Where there was
Keep
only
on preaching, buddy.
ignorance, the enkindlers gave wisdom. Where there was only silence, the enkindlers gave the gift of speech. This very
Citadel Tower and wards. Oi. Heck was that? Okay, let's start up here.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police. We're civilian government, of course, as the CSEC representative to the council.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Bye-bye.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Bartender.
I don't have time to talk now.
You're still
I'm very
busy. Still very busy. Scan the bug. Alright, what's over this way? More diplomats.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
More bug.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
The door. Some of these places seem oddly empty.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
What mission?
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has
check it after
always
this.
been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Mission Citadel Garrus. You no longer need Garrus. However, he may still be able to help you against Saren. If you happen to run into him, you might want to hear what he has to say. Map. CSEC HQ. He should have been right there, huh?
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
Maybe we missed them. I don't think I quite completely checked in there. HQ, right? Maybe I'll do some Googling myself as well. Mass Effect 1. There does recruit and Garrus can be found in the Normandy and the tactical mission leader. West Springs, Mass Effect 3 Citadel. Go to the medic clinic. Medic clinic will now be available as a rapid transit. I don't know, I don't think it'll let me talk to Harkin. Yeah. Hope so, just for now. Alright, where to go here? Tower? Should be there when the ambassador presents the Quarian's evidence to the Citadel Council. Return to the Citadel Tower in the Presidium. So. Is that it? I guess he's just going to be there. Garrus, he'll stop you at the C-Sec elevator to your ship. So we just continue about the mission, then you'll stop me on my way to my ship?
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. A beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Benezia?
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
Oh, my cheesies. Oh.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Ooh. Oh my god. Did you hear that?
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the
It's my shoulder.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
About time.
What's my first mission?
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
Oh my god.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Spectre inductee.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Spectre bonus.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just isolated rumors.
Do you really think Saren could be involved in something like that without the Council knowing it?
Maybe the Council does know. Everyone already assumes he's just doing their dirty work.
That's dangerous talk. I'd be careful who you mention that to.
I know. But if it's true, shouldn't we be doing something about it?
No. And I'll thank you to keep me out of it if you do.
Gareth?
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
I'm Commander Shepard.
I'm not just some soldier. I'm a Spectre.
Oh.
A Spectre? I heard they were thinking about letting humans into the ranks. About time. Well, that means you can go anywhere you want, right? Even out into the Traverse? My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Going around helping everybody here. I always like the Solarian's little hoods. Looks so comfy. Alright, well this should be the elevator, right?
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okie dokie.
Let all races herald the glory of the enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment. Where there was only darkness, the enkindlers gave light.
You know, this citadel feels both big and small.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Congratulations, Shepard. Heard they made you a Spectre.
Thank you.
I'm glad somebody got the Council to see Saren for what he really is.
I appreciate that, Garrus.
I resigned from CSEC after the Council ignored my investigation. I was sick of all the politics. You're the only one who seems to be doing anything about Saren. Let me come with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't prove it in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You won't regret this, Shepard.
Bring him along occasionally.
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere.
Doesn't sound
Nobody
like a good
inside
time.
survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Mm-hmm.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Is that a Shepard again?
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like that music was cut short a little. Can we talk to everybody again? FTL comlink. Nothing.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Edtion Corps. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, now where do we find everybody else? There's Caden. He's going to be locked to the ship for a bit.
Anything you need, Commander?
Nope.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Sleeper pod. Personal manual. Hey, Doctor.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed... I wanted to...
Okay, it all
with
seems
humanity.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes. But there's something special about working on soldiers.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Nobody's in here.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
We're not dealing with your average Alliance pilot anymore.
I like to know my
What else you
crew.
got to say?
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome. Brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Doesn't sound too pleasant.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Sounds like I put in some good hard work. Where's everybody though? Is there an elevator that I can take somewhere? Oh, there was an elevator down there, huh? Or a door that I didn't open. Go see where that goes.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first.
Good old vigilante Garrus.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
It's beauty, isn't she?
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Did they do that?
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
It's true, did not go where I expected it to.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Actually.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish... Yes, if I had been more alert, we wouldn't have...
The Geth...
I'll make sure
Big
it doesn't
tree.
happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Where's Tally at? Yeah, being whiny that she didn't get there sooner. Nah, flashlights.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but
sounds
they
like a lot of work.
Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla.
I wonder what their best
and
find
each of
was.
us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brainpower?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution.
Yeah.
By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Is it still genocide if it's against machines that are becoming sentient? Investigate. Pilgrimage.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them, So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey.
Nice.
We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
It's everything.
I should go.
See you later.
I love the idea of just a giant flotilla in space. What was that anime again? Was it a Gargantia something? Where there was just a mass of floating ships out in the ocean. Yeah, Verdurious? Verdurious. Yeah, I'd probably join you for that. That was a nice one. Pretty short too, wasn't it? Like 20 episodes or so. Zoom out. I wonder if anyone did a watch along for that. Where the heck are we going? .7 kilometers. Wow. Let's escape. Oh. Yara's dig site. So Talia's somewhere over here? Talia? Liara. I guess we'll start with Athens. Still kind of want to try watching some Code Goose as well. As the duck did a watch along with that one. And it was a really nice anime. I wonder how far along she's in that. Salami. Cirque. Pharos. Is it the right one? Yeah. Journal. Where's journal? Varia, find Liara, go to Artemis Tau. Artemis Tau cluster to find Liara. My back's feeling crunchy. Did I miss something? Somewhere in the Artemis Tau collection. Okay. So let's gotta go search the planets. You're gonna guess Sparta. Say Altaia. Oh, can I not go here? Altaia is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chloride. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altaia once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. Zoom out. Tremonre is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Tremonre's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, Tremonre's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Survey. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Alaum Ranpera was caught with his frigate Tunerion grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Tunerion was destroyed attempting to take off, the debris strewn across the southern hemisphere. Alright, this way to survey it. Ontamalka was a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards past the orbit of Altaia and Aeolus, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Ontamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces. And added to the gas giant's immense rings, attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military grenade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Concentrations of hydrogen.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Aeolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Aeolus' surface was covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Aeolus' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Ontamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. I guess we're landing. Oh, it's a car. Alright, the Mako was the thing, wasn't it? Hope it's not too janky to control with mouse and keyboard. It's mouse guided. What is this here? No. He just took it out right away. I guess we're fighting the Thresher mod now. How does the repairing work? I think I just gotta hold it down. That is a long cooldown. Doesn't regenerate, does he? No ram? We're on each other. So quiet. No music. Alright, now how are you looking? Guess we killed it. I guess that's it. Be right back. I think I might actually call it here. The night. Thanks for stopping by, and you have a good night.